Let's talk about your book, Cracking the Stem Cell Code. If you had to give one message, because I do have a very experienced and well-researched audience, but what would be the main big idea you'd want people to get out of your book? Because at the end of the day, I don't think there's a lot of clear understanding and application of stem cells and why they're important. And, having been in practice for a long time, I think one of the most important things is to educate people, take them along a journey. Why are they doing certain things? So give us your big message of the book. We will put a link to the book, which I think is important. But what is Cracking the Stem Cell Code about?
For you and probably most of your audience, actually everybody virtually who has not really taken a deep dive into this, stem cells, it's a treatment. You go somewhere, you get a stem cell injection, and the variables are: where are they coming from? Bone marrow, blood, fat tissue, umbilical cord stem cells, dental pulp stem cells. They're different sources of stem cells. Then how they are manipulated in the lab, processed, and how they are injected. These are the variables. What rarely people talk about or can hear is that those stem cells that are coming from your bone marrow, from your blood, from your fat tissue, from your dental pulp, from your hair follicles, and there are other sources, connective tissue, they're all in your body to begin with. So they're not better because we take them out and put them back in. They're the same stem cells. So that means if they have enormous regenerative potential, they already have these regenerative potentials in your body. So for me, the question that has fascinated me since the very early days of stem cell research is, what is then the natural role of stem cells in the body? And how can we leverage that role? So we can leverage it with those plant extract, those stem cell enhancers that we talked about. But the aim of the book was that, and the first edition of this was in 2010. So, and even to a large extent today, there's nothing that has been really written about what is the natural role of stem cells in the body. So it's everywhere in the scientific literature. There are hundreds, thousands of papers talking about the natural role of stem cells in the body, but nowhere all of this is collected together to describe in a step-by-step fashion how your stem cells are working in the body, just like how your immune system is working in the body. That's the message of the book. Your stem cells are literally your repair system. Just like the body has an immune system, the body has a repair system. There's a series of chapters that will describe what does that mean for diabetes, heart disease, neurodegenerative disease, various aspects of human health. And the last edition of the book, I've added another section which was not in the earlier section because at the time in 2010 when we published the book in the United States, we were the only group, only company having a product with an effect on stem cells, and sharing data about heart disease and all these problems could have been construed by the FDA as being an indirect claim to disease, which we cannot do in the United States. So we did not include that data. Today, it's very well established. Other companies are doing it. It's not branded to our product in any way. It's very generic about what are these plant extract and how they're working. So there's a section that is talking about these various plants, the scientific data that we have about them, and about 5 or 6 cases, some of them that are shared today on that podcast, documented through medical records of how the impact of taking these plant stem cell mobilizers, stem cell enhancers on heart disease, stroke, diabetes, arthritis, that kind of stuff.